off with the head. It's tickling the back of my head.
Hanging. I wonder if it's the same lady then.
I honestly... Oh.
Psychics on the ghost train. Psychics on the ghost train.
The market town of Sandbach is nestled in the heart of the Cheshire countryside. It is famous for its Saxon crosses that have stood on the cobbles of the market square since the 9th century. These are almost the finest examples of Anglo-Saxon art in Britain today. Markets have been held in the town since the 16th century. A charter was awarded in 1579 by Queen Elizabeth I to Sir John Radcliffe, which ensured the town's future prosperity. The Domesday Book records the presence of a priest and the church on the site of the present St Mary's Church, where further evidence of Saxon occupation can be found. Over the centuries, Sandbach was an important stopping place for coaches travelling between London, Birmingham, Liverpool and Manchester. One of those valuable coaching inns was the George on Sandbach High Street, which has stood here for more than 200 years. One of the most impressive buildings in the area is the Old Hall, with its black and white timbered frames and wattle and daub architecture. In the 18th century, this too was used as a coaching inn and hotel. In 2010, it was purchased by Brunning & Price, who repaired and restored it to its former glory. It was reopened as a public house and restaurant in 2011. Visitors will always find a welcome through its doors. But what surprises are in store for Jackie and Megan? Haunted history, psychics on the ghost trail.
Ideally, I want to touch the stones.
Yeah.
It's like Stonehenge, but Saxon henge.
Saxon henge. I like that.
Saxon henge. It feels like some sort of like a ceremonial place, like a henge would. They had funerals and ceremonies and weddings at them.
I wonder what all the symbols mean. Because there's like different carvings on different ones, aren't there? Maybe it's a protection thing or something. And I know I can't see an anchor on there, but I am here in my third eye. I'm seeing an anchor.
Yeah,
like,
an anchor, like a
ship's anchor.
Ship. And
I don't know much about the Saxons, if I'm honest.
no, I don't. So this would be really interesting to find out.
Yeah.
Some of the history here.
Yeah, yeah. I wonder if they've always been here in this square or whether they've been somewhere else.
When I was on the way driving down to Sandbach, I kept hearing number 5 for some reason in my head, and then I kept hearing George, and I thought no, because George is a very common name, and I don't even feel it's anything to do with Saxons.
It might not be, but it might be to do with the place.
All I heard then was off with the head. Not yours. Not yours. I mean, like.
Oh.
Yeah. But in a man's voice, like, ugh. He has so much power. That's what I felt then.
Right. Well, see if he gives you anything else. Is he communicating with you, do you think?
Yeah,
or are you hearing like an echo in time?
It's like I can see behind you people, and some sort of commotion, but then I did hear off with his head like that, like shouting.
Right.
Yeah, and I don't know whether that was before this or after this. Right. I don't feel like it's connected to the
So it could
Saxon
it could be the area.
Yeah.
One knock for yes.
I know, I was
Two
listening.
knocks for no.
I nearly said something and I thought it's very loud.
The strangest feeling before of something toppling down.
Okay.
And as we sat here, I felt a little bit unnerved, almost as if, I don't know if one of the crosses have come down. Okay.
I can see in my head commotion behind you, as if there was some sort of
In like
battle,
over there.
or not battle, but more like oh, I'm doing that with my hand as I'm talking to you. It's like a fight over money.
Ooh.
Like the town, I want the town, the Saxons, and it's over money.
All
or,
to do with money.
Yeah, I just noticed them like this with my hand. I have no
It's all
idea
ways
what
to
I'm
do with
talking
money,
about.
isn't it? It's a mix
Interesting.
of things, isn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder where it's taking us. Where are they taking us to?
It really feels like, as well, I love ley lines, energy
Yeah.
lines, and I feel like
It's on an energy line.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can feel it buzzing, can't
yes.
you? Well, why don't we see where the buzz takes us?
Where does the buzz take us?
Not the bus, the buzz.
The psychic bus.
The psychic buzz. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's have a look.
Yeah.
I have no idea where this is taking us.
Oh my
There's too
gosh.
many spirits. We're going to have to start queuing up now.
So this is where the buzz has taken us to, isn't it?
Yeah, the ley line.
Yeah.
Usually, churches are built on pagan sites. So this
Right.
probably used to be a pagan site.
Right. And that's your thing. You like all the
Yeah.
pagan-y stuff, don't you?
Yeah, and then they knocked them down, and then they built churches.
Right.
That's what I
Okay.
have learned anyway. So there's a lot of different energies on this land here. So that's probably why we're drawn this way.
Okay. Well, let's go and investigate.
Oh, you can go first.
What?
What are them stones there? What? Not the grave headstones.
Oh, there's some more.
See, I told you, this is Saxon henge.
A bit more of Saxon henge, yeah. There they are.
Jackie, there's 5 stones as well.
There is.
And I said number 5. That is really weird.
Yeah. But 1816.
Oh.
Wow.
Why did the bells just ring then? I'm really random.
Maybe it's a sign.
Yeah.
That buzz of energy led us to these.
Yeah.
So where is it leading us now?
I should put my hands out and just try and connect with the energy. I feel this way.
That way, I felt that way.
Did you?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm being pulled this
Yeah,
way.
I felt
and I
that
just
way.
looked and thought, well, it is the main road, but
Dra-
they make me
Oh,
a bit...
is that another one there?
A stone?
Yeah.
It does look, let's have a look. It does actually. When you said that's another one, then I thought you meant a spirit.
Oh.
I panicked. What can you see that I can't? Yeah, I felt a tickle. So I wonder if somebody's fought. Well, I did slip, but it was wet, the floor, that's why.
Yeah.
But I wonder if somebody's had an incident, or we're connecting with somebody that's passed, or someone's just messing about with me, just tickling my head. It felt like pins
Yeah,
and
not there now,
needles.
are they?
No, it's
No.
gone. It just felt like pins and needles in my head, or like a little tickle.
A little
Like,
tickle.
Like a tickle like that. Yeah. So I don't feel
No,
drawn that
I
way.
didn't
It's really-
either.
It is back.
It's that way. Yeah.
This is definitely a ghost trail.
It is, isn't it?
Taking us.
Right, so which way now?
I feel
This way.
left.
Yeah.
You said we did it at the same time. I think
Yeah.
left.
Left.
I feel
Okay.
left. Shall we
Yeah, let's cross over.
Oh. It says world class spirits. It is what.
Oh my goodness. Look at this.
Oh my gosh, that is
Wow.
beautiful.
Now that is old.
It certainly is.
Gosh, how beautiful is that? And it's called the Old Hall.
Yes,
I want to go in here.
I do. Look at this. Look. Oh wow, this
It's
is
lovely, isn't
beautiful,
it?
isn't it? Are you going right and I should go left?
Come on then.
Horatio.
She's nice, isn't it?
Very nice. Love the atmosphere.
Yeah, very atmospheric.
Oh, the
The
spirit.
spirit.
See, we're being drawn up here.
Yeah. I wonder if his name's George.
No, don't get me started. Oh, there is a man up there. That one says the man.
Yeah,
The man, the spirit.
The spirit.
I can smell burning. I don't know about you.
Oh, can you?
Yeah. It's
No,
like-
I can't. Not at the minute. No.
Oh, well, I've got in my mind's eye black smoke, but then I've just realised, well, there is a chimney here. So, and my right shoulder and my arm feels like it's drooping down.
Like somebody might have had a stroke.
Yeah. Yeah. Possibly.
Like the windows.
Very nice.
Yeah.
I can hear the name. Stanley.
Stanley.
Yeah. But I feel...
Stan the man.
Stan the man. I feel really happy.
Oh, good.
Because when I said it then, I said it like, Stanley.
So he's a nice
Not
man.
Stanley. I know when it's a bad energy and we need to help. And I know when it's a...
So is he connected to the building, do you think? Or is he someone that's just popped in? Is he someone who's...
I think he used to be a regular.
Oh, a drinker?
Yeah.
Oh. Wouldn't it be weird if those candles moved?
If that happens, I am leaving the building. I would love to do some energy work with you on the table.
Oh, some table tipping.
Yeah.
Because normally you would connect like your fingertips, wouldn't you, all the way round.
Do you think we should connect our fingertips together?
Well, yeah, I don't know whether it'd work on a table like this. I think the table's probably too big, but we can try it. Try just with the little fingers.
We have nice nails.
We do, don't we?
Yeah.
I think there's a lady here as well.
Okay. Behind you?
I felt as though she walked through that doorway, not literally through the door, through the open door, as if the room has changed to how it was when she would have been here.
What's her hair like?
She's got a cap on.
Because I saw, for some reason, she's showing me her hair.
Right.
I can only see from a neck up.
Upwards.
And I saw like an updo, a curled, like, I can't explain it.
Yeah.
Like it was like curled up
Yeah.
in something.
Yeah.
For some reason,
Yeah,
I just
her
see
hair
that.
wasn't down, it wasn't loose,
No,
she'd got this
yeah.
cap on. I don't know whether she's a maid or...
Did she sing? We both connecting with her. I can hear la 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 la.
Well, you can sing, I can't.
Well, I'm a musician, but I la 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 la.
Yes, that wasn't very pleasant.
Oh,
I do think she might be a maid. She's got a chamber pot. Now, when I say a chamber pot, you're far too young to know what a chamber pot is. Right, before we had bathrooms,
Okay.
Right? Not that I'm that old to remember not having bathrooms. But before we
Maybe
had
in a past
bathrooms,
life.
you'd have like a Poe underneath the bed.
Okay.
And these were like porcelain,
Right.
or porcelain things that you'd have a wee in.
A wee?
Yeah. In your Poe under the bed, because you haven't got a bathroom.
Oh, so she's showing you that?
She's emptying them.
Oh, okay. So she's working.
Yeah, she's working. And it's like, it's so matter of fact, she's not even giving it a second thought. You know, she's just like, so I think she's definitely a maid, because the lady of the house would not even mention a Poe.
Right.
I'm in a completely different time frame now to that one.
I'm getting my ears.
Have you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah, that's when they're tuning in, isn't it?
but that was hurting me, that.
Right, is it gone?
Yeah. I've got a like a name coming through.
Okay. Oh, there's something wrong with her throat.
Okay.
I can feel it like a blockage in the throat. I don't know if she choked. Oh, or was she choked? Well, that's interesting. Oh, now you're coughing. You all right?
Why am I getting the effects, the physical effects? The doctor
You've got the doctor.
checking her chest, but she's deceased.
She's already passed. It's probably the same lady.
Sorry, I can't. Can I come off
Yeah,
this?
sure.
Because I get too emotional. Stop it. Step away from me. Please don't come near me.
Yeah, reground. Don't allow it to affect you.
Always does, doesn't
Because
it?
you're connecting to the scene, which is upsetting, rather than maybe how she was feeling before she passed.
It's horrible when that happens.
Yeah,
Because
that's when you disconnect. So you have to disconnect from it, otherwise it can be quite...
yeah. Is it overshadowing?
Overshadowing is when the spirit wants to get some information to you using your thought pattern.
I can feel it all there.
Here,
As if
yeah.
I'm going to cry, but I'm fighting it.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, maybe that's how she did feel then before she passed.
she's giving me the biggest headache ever. Where I actually don't feel very well, to be honest. I'm all right.
Right, disconnect, then reground. So you're looking after your own energy. What if we connect with like the fireplace, which the bricks of the fireplace, or even with that wall there? Just saying.
I think that used to be a door.
I thought that before.
Did
when we
you?
were stood over there, and I thought, no. But do you know what? I did.
I think there used to be a door there.
Right, well, let's go to that. Let's go there then.
That wouldn't be there because that's holding the building up. Unless it was a secret doorway. Half a door
It could have been a secret
for
door.
the servants.
Change it, change it, change it.
What are you doing?
I'm asking them to change the room so I can see it as it was.
I want to go.
Right, so use hand chakras.
Right.
Right. Right, so you're sending out the light from your third eye, but you're also sending the light out through your hand chakras. So you're testing the energy within the room, and then ask them to change the room to show you what it was like in any particular era.
It happened straight away.
Oh, what did you get?
I felt like a young girl and I had to go running up to that window because I could see a horse and carriage outside.
Oh, nice.
And I was like, horses! Like that. But you know how you said look through your third eye?
Yes.
I usually get feelings more than sight.
Yeah.
But it's a lot more in my head rather than looking at it now. But I've gone really warm and hot, like I have got the fire going, like,
right.
Oh, it's too hot in here. Oh,
yeah.
Open the window, that's what I feel.
Oh.
Yeah.
So if the fire's going, it's got to be, it's not the summertime, is it?
Winter.
Winter, or it could be early spring. Oh my gosh.
What's happened now?
There's a spy hole.
Is there?
There's a spy hole. Yes.
In this room?
There's a spy hole somewhere.
Well, now we've got to find it. They're underneath.
I wonder if they mean now, or there had been a spy hole. Lady now, which is completely different to any of the others I've seen. This is a lady who is an older lady. She's got a wig on and it's like a whitey grey wig, but it's quite big. It's quite big. Okay. Like there's a lot of powder. Oh, it's the powder. A lot of powder in it. So when she moved, the powder would. Maybe that's.
Okay, thank you. I feel like it's worse over there.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is and I think she connects to this building. I think she very much connects to this building.
It's like different spirit from different times.
Different.
All coming in at once.
Yeah.
And they're all saying, where are you from? Oh, I'm from the 1700s. Yeah. Oh, well, where are you from? Oh, well, I'm 1600s. Let's all be friends.
I wonder what they make of us then.
They've got cars, they're strange.
Right, let's fill the room full of light and see if anyone else comes forward. If anyone needs any help.
Am I okay to fill the room through my third eye, not my hands?
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to do my hands because I read a lot of energy through my hands. That's why I'm doing it like this. They're a very jolly bunch. I feel very jolly.
That's good.
I can see pewter jugs on the table.
Okay.
So you'd have your glass or whatever, and the pewter jugs would be. It's not water like we would have. This is ale that.
A quarter. What does that mean?
A quarter.
I heard a man say, "It's a quarter." Was that
in
cash?
Money or time or
quarter?
It could have
cash.
been. It could have been, as well, ale, a quart of ale.
Is it? I have no idea.
Yeah.
I get in tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, like a clock. Grandfather clock, tick tock, tick
Right.
tock, tick tick tick, like that, tick.
Clockmakers,
never had-
watchmakers.
I've never had that before spiritually.
Or maybe they're just referring to we're going through time, different periods of time.
Why do we get parts? I seem to sometimes get one particular part of the spirit where they show me that. So the lady before, a head and a hair, and that was it. Not a body, not not a dress.
But that linked in to what I was seeing at the same time.
Right.
Because I saw the lady that come in, and you asked about her hair, and her hair was up because she had a cap on.
Yeah.
But that's what you were seeing.
Just a floating head.
Yeah, a floating head.
Well, it's not that woman that I said off with your head.
Oh my God. That was, yeah.
I hope not. I don't feel this other lady with the choke is attached to me now, but still it's like she's not attached to me like emotionally like I was, but I still feel tickly throat.
Yeah.
Can they do that? Keep that with you?
Yeah, just ask them to take it off you, ask them to take it away. And if it doesn't go away, go and get some lozenges. Because it's you.
I bet she's thinking, what are those? Don't they make you do some strange things?
Yeah.
I'm putting my hand chakras up.
And I've cut mine together.
What you do? Oh.
But that's like I'm praying.
Are you? Yeah, it is actually. Is that how you feel that you need what you need to?
Oh, that wasn't nice.
No, I don't get good energy up there.
That wasn't
nice. Put my hand down. I can't.
I'm praying because the gibbets waiting, the hanging male. Because that was a really strange, like it was totally different to anything that we've had, and just this man there, and it was an outdoor execution.
Near the Saxon crosses, do you think, where we were sat?
It could be, I don't know, I'd have to.
Because it was like there was a lot of people there waiting.
Oh, you said that?
There was some sort of commotion, whether it was a battle or whether there was just people waiting for something to happen. It was a square, wasn't it? And I just feel, I'm swaying forward and backwards, and I don't know why. But
that was. I don't know how all these pieces fit together, but we will. They will.
Yeah, we will do something.
They will. Ooh.
Did he steal some bread?
Did he steal some bread?
Steal some bread?
Oh, I don't know.
Well, you wouldn't know. I'm asking you. You can just give him a call.
Excuse me, mate. Can you just tell me, before that happened, did you steal some bread?
And the money. I'm doing this.
Yeah.
This is what.
And you were doing that before.
Money. I think he wanted money. He needed money, so he stole. To sell. Poor man's bread. I don't know what I'm saying, Jackie.
I've got that ship again.
Have you?
Yes. And as we're talking about this man now, and maybe others, and connecting to maybe prisoners, I wonder if this is connecting to a prison ship. So what they used to do, the prison ships, because the prisons were overcrowded, they would put them into a ship where they would serve their prison sentence on a ship in very overcrowded conditions, or they would be shipped to somewhere like Australia. What?
A woman, I saw it with my actual eyes. She went, "Would you like some more with that, madam?" Like that, as if she was feeding me. She likes you.
Oh, does she?
That woman. It's that woman again that you were connecting to.
Oh.
The other woman who was the maid.
Oh, emptying the. I hope she's washed her hands before she fed you.
Lovely. There's a lot of bottles everywhere.
There is, isn't there?
Yeah, like old bottles. Feel presence of a lady in here.
It certainly feels different, doesn't it, in here?
I don't know, it feels lighter. I don't know about, do you feel heavier or lighter?
I feel different energy completely. And this lady, she's going like this with her skirt, hitching her skirts up. Like,
is she?
yeah. He's like, hitching her skirts up. She's tucking them in like this to her skirts. Like she means business, this lady.
Okay.
Yeah, she means business.
Was the skirt too long or big for her? Or just
Yeah, it was in a way. So she's just hitched them up like that.
Like
And she's
that.
yeah. Oh, I can't be done with this. And she's getting on to do with whatever she's doing. I'll leave her to it.
Yeah, I was going to say let's leave it to it.
Frances. Frances, yes. Now, I don't know whether that is her name or she's called the name of Frances out, but I could hear it quite clearly. Frances. So what have we here? Oh, yes.
I wonder if that's her.
That's what she looked like. Like that, with the full skirt and with that headdress on. Like that. Oh, she's bringing a cup of water or tea or something.
Very comfortable. If she's around, please can you make me a cup of tea?
And I've got a lady now, she's saying, are we going to the fair?
Oh,
Are we going to the fair? She's got a hat on, straw, like this, with a tie round it, sort of ribbons down. Are we going to the fair? And she's looking through the window, so there's something going on around. She's really quite excited.
I was connected to a girl, a female before, and I went to run up to the window.
What happened then?
Don't know. I went up to the window and I was like, the horses, the horses.
Yes.
Somebody pushed me.
But this was a young woman. She wasn't a girl. This is a young woman.
Right.
So you were feeling that at the same time as I'm connecting
I
to
actually
her.
felt a gentle nudge, and it
Well, because she was like running, she was going, come on, are we going to the fair? Are we going to the fair? And she's really very, very excited.
I love that.
Yeah.
I don't like it when they touch me though. Stop it.
It's like, come on, are we going to the fair?
Going
Come
to
on.
the fair, there's some women on there.
No, she didn't look like that.
How
No.
happy could I be?
With either, so he is winking, wondering, should I go with her or should I go with her? Who is going to do? Isn't that typical of a man?
Yes.
What can you do for me?
I don't want to connect with him. There's two of us, so he can stay away.
Yeah. This lady, she's going, come on, are we going to the fair? Are we going to the fair?
That's exactly what I saw on the
she's
other
like this.
side. That is weird.
And she's looking through there and she's going, are we going to the fair?
Yeah. How weird.
We seem to have had links to different places, don't we?
Yeah. We do go. Then I don't know which era this is coming from, but I just saw this, and she had a baby. She was pregnant, and she's on the floor. She was being sick.
Oh,
I don't know who that is. Yeah.
right. Completely different person to any of the others.
Completely.
See, there's so many layers because the building's so old.
Yeah. And I think somebody did pass away.
Maybe died in childbirth.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Well, that's sad, but a lot of women did die in childbirth, didn't they? And I wonder if it's the same lady then.
I honestly. Oh. What are you getting?
Somebody just got hold of me hair like that.
Oh no! Someone's tickling your head too.
Yeah.
No. Can I go? See you later.
What are you like? The name George, I think I know who this is.
George?
Yeah, because you said George. You kept saying
George.
you got.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Strong. I kept hearing George, George, George.
When we got into the Old Hall, do you remember we went up those stairs? And at the top we got the spirit and the man.
Yeah, the spirit.
On those.
Oh, the spirit.
The spirit.
See, we're being drawn up here.
Yeah. Wonder if his name's George.
Oh, no.
Well, the history can now back up what the historical research can back up who the George is. Yeah, because George Ormerod, he's a historian, antiquarian, very, very well known for the works that he did. And he produced 3 volumes of works between 1816 and 1819, the history of Cheshire.
Wow.
The interesting thing is, he married a local girl from Sandbach. He married her. She's from, I think it was Old Hall, but he married her in 1808, and he was really, really interested in all of the history, the history and the stones at Sandbach. However, those stones at Sandbach, I now know, were not there.
They weren't there in the square?
No, they were, but they were all in pieces. You know, when we heard about the stones being pulled down and everything. I wonder if they've always been here in this square, or whether they've been somewhere else.
Okay.
And as we sat here, I felt a little bit unnerved, almost as if, I don't know if one of the crosses have come down. Yeah, towards the end of the 17th century, the central part of the large cross and a piece of the other one was taken by Sir John Crewe to his estate. They must have been fragmented, and he's taken them to his estate in Crewe, because he owned the land then. So from there, they ended up at Alton Park. 2 of them ended up at Alton Park. And when your lovely George came along, who's really interested in this, he decided that he was going to go and find all the little bits. So he even found one in somebody's garden, like a big, buried in somebody's garden in the market square, and then another one that was by the town well, and he found all these little bits from all over, and he had them. He got an engineer in from Manchester to put them all back together like a jigsaw puzzle. And what year do you think it was? 1816.
No, it wasn't.
It was 1860. But 1816. Wow.
Why did the bells just ring then? I'm really random.
Maybe it's a sign.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he wrote about it in one of his books.
So we must have been connecting with George, the historian.
Yeah, definitely. He describes the event in one of his published works. There was so much enthusiasm and excitement that people from other districts sort of flocked to witness the scene.
Gosh.
On some days it was reported the crowd was so great in the marketplace to interrupt the operations of the workmen.
See in my head a commotion behind you, as if there was some sort of battle
over there.
Or
so there was a huge thing in 1816. Yeah, and he must have been really proud of what he did. So no wonder you were getting the name George,
and specifically him out of all the spirits that were probably around in Sandbach.
Yeah,
he was a powerful spirit because of what he was proud and what he was.
He was
done.
proud of what he was able to achieve, was to bring everything back together. And those 5 stones are in St Mary's Churchyard, came from
Number 5.
the same place. Yeah,
that's really weird.
So it was spot on. I was well impressed with you with that one.
Number 5.
I tell you, it was really, really good. We'd gone. I think George was our spirit guide.
Yes.
Yeah.
Literally,
he was our spirit.
Yeah.
So he was our guide for the day,
giving us a tour.
And you could smell burning. Do you remember that first room that we went into?
Yes. I can smell burning. I don't know about you.
Oh, can you?
Yeah.
Well, the hall that was there before that one was built in 1658, I think.
1658.
Yes, 1658
So
for Sir
old.
John Radcliffe. Yeah. And though it was built on the site of another hall, and when they were doing renovations, they found evidence of blackened stones and things that have come from that first hall, because there was a fire and it burnt down.
There was a fire?
Yeah, I think so.
Away.
Yeah. Oh, what's that?
I don't know, a horse.
A horse?
I hope.
Oh, yeah. Straight from the horse's mouth. It was the fire.
You were
There you
connecting
go.
with horses as
Oh
well.
yeah.
Yeah.
And that place, when we were still in that room, we felt as though there was a door. You said you felt there was a door, and I felt the same thing, that there had been like a secret place.
Door.
Yeah.
Unless it was a secret doorway. Half a door
It could have been a secret
for
door.
the servants.
And then a spy hole.
Yeah, you did.
Oh gosh,
What's happened now?
there's a spy hole.
Is there?
There's a spy hole. Because I now know that there is a spy hole
Is
there.
there?
It's not in that room. It's in a downstairs room in a fireplace.
What? Who was spying on who?
But, well, it's a priest hole.
Oh.
There was a priest hole, and the priests would hide in, it's like a secret room, because you picked up on a secret room, at the side of the fireplace. When we were seated round that table as well, you'd got like a quart or a quarter or something.
Yeah.
We thought, is it money?
A quarter. What does that mean?
A quarter.
I heard a man say, it's a quarter.
It wasn't, so I think it's a quarter of ale. Because I also had an image of like a pewter tankard of ale, on a table like this, and I can see pewter jugs on the table.
Okay.
So you'd have your glass or whatever, and the pewter jugs would be, it's not water like we would have, this is ale. And apparently Sandbach was absolutely famous for its malt brew, its malt ale, When we were also seated round that table, you looked up, and as you looked up, I'm praying like this, and I didn't know why I was praying like that.
That's really negative energy.
A negative energy, and I felt as though somebody had been hung. Then I could
Put my hand down. I can't.
I'm praying because the gibbets waiting, the hanging male. It was an outdoor execution. And I think everything we got round that table links into who I'm going to talk about now.
Okay.
I've got two guys who were from Sandbach, who were part of the same gang, and this gang had been causing lots of problems for the locals for about right throughout the 1800s, early 1800s. So over that period of time, this gang had terrorised people. They would rob them. Money.
Rob. And the money, I'm doing this.
Yeah.
This is what.
And you were doing that before?
Money. I think you wanted money. Them for money?
Yeah, they would rob them for money. So one guy.
That's not very nice.
Right. So bearing in mind, you'd said time of year is a fire lit.
Be warm and hot, like I have got the fire going, like.
Right.
Oh, it's too hot in here. Oh.
Yeah.
Open the window. That's what I feel.
Oh.
Yeah.
So if the fire's going, it's got to be. It's not the summertime, is it?
Winter.
Christmas Eve, 1828. In one of the other pubs, the Crown pub, there was four guys that were drinking there. The men who'd been there, his name was Robert Mosley, and he was a farmer, and he'd been to the market, to the fair market that day, and he had been there selling all of his produce and everything else, so he had quite a fat lot of money there in his bag. He decided that at 10 o'clock at night he was going to go for a drink on his way home, and he was walking home, and he just lived I got a farm just outside. It's still classed as Sandbach, but just outside. So he went in there, but he saw some of his mates in there, and so he was drinking a lot longer than he would normally have done. So he left at 11:30 instead of just having a one drink. He had a few. Bearing in mind it's strong ale. Okay.
Right.
So these 4 guys who were part of this gang were there. One of them stayed. The other 3 left when he left.
Oh.
And they followed him, and they attacked him, and beat him senseless, and stole his money.
The poor guy.
Yeah. So, and apparently it was quite a moonlit night, so he got a good look at the faces. Anyway, long story short, he managed to identify one of them. So the names were Harrop, Stratton, and Proudlove. So, and they followed him. Their intent was to rob him. He had £10, 8 shillings and 2pence in his pocket from the days taken. That money today, in today's money, would be about £1,400.
That's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money
to have on you.
Yeah, it is. Anyway,
Gosh.
he survived. He was able to describe them as the men he'd seen in the pub earlier. They had to wait overnight for the judge to pass sentence on them.
Gosh, so quick.
Yeah, the next day he came in with his black thing on his head, so it was a death sentence for all 3 of them.
Gosh.
Okay, so the other 2 sort of jumped up and said, oh, we didn't have anything to do with this really, we weren't really there, and sort of pleaded for them to be anything, please do anything, just transport us, do anything, save our lives. So the judge actually transported the other 2.
Really? Let them off?
Proudlove was the one that he spoke up, he took the blame entirely. He said, it's my fault, they had nothing to do with it, even though that they knew that they did.
Yeah.
So he was going to die anyway. He was going to get
He took all the blame.
he took the blame and tried to get the other 2 off.
Wow.
And they were transported
Where
on
to?
that ship, the convict ship, Morley. Do you remember me saying I saw a ship with big sails?
You did.
With sails.
You did?
I've got that ship again.
Have you?
Yes. And as we're talking about this man now, and maybe others, and connecting to maybe prisoners, I wonder if this is connecting to a prison ship. We're on the Morley. They departed on the 5th of August 1829, and they didn't arrive until the 3rd of December 1829.
Why? Where did they go?
New South Wales, in Australia. Or they would be shipped to somewhere like Australia.
That's a long way.
Yeah. The same day that John Proudlove was executed, another of the gang, Sir John Lear, him and four other accomplices, they actually robbed a vicar. Yeah, they went into his house in the middle of the night. 2 men burst in through the door and
nice.
absolutely beat him to a pulp. Underneath his pillow, it was he got money underneath his pillow.
Right.
It was a lot of money. It's about the equivalent of about £80,000 today.
Pillow. That was his safe then?
That was his, yeah, that was obviously not a very good safe place, was it?
No.
But, you know, it was all to do with money.
Yeah, I kept getting that. Oh, I'm doing that with my hand as I'm talking to you. It's like a fight over money.
Who else?
There's more.
Oh, there's more. Oh, and there's more.
There's more.
They stole 2 of his watches. Tick tock.
That was a bit weird.
Tick tock.
Why am I getting tick tock, tick tock, tick tock?
Yes, and that's how they were apprehended, was because of the watches. Because one of the watches was a watch on a chain. It got a gold chain. It was a metal watch on a gold chain, and the vicar wore it all the time.
Wow.
And they took it to Manchester to try and pawn it.
Yeah.
And of course there was a description of the watch.
Yeah.
that the guy in the pawnbrokers must have gone, do you know what, I know this has been nicked from somewhere, because there was a description of it. So they were arrested, and that's how they were arrested.
Oh, wow.
And both men were, both him, John Lear, and his gang member, John Proudlove, were executed on the same day at Chester. It was an outdoor execution. And there's an account in the newspaper there. I think this is, because you said there's a crowd of people. Twice you said it when we were sat at the crosses. I think this is the other one.
It's like I can see behind you people and some sort of commotion, but then I did hear, off with his head, like that, like shouting.
Because it says, on Saturday morning last, at the conclusion of the festival race week, our city was the melancholy scene of an execution. The two criminals were John Lear and John Proudlove, the former 22, the latter 26, who had formed part of the desperate gang at Sandbach, a long while the terror of the inhabitants of that parish and the neighbourhood. Right, so then we'd gone into that last room and the energy felt a lot different there. I've got that lady itching her skirts off.
I remember that.
And she called the name Francis. Francis, yes. Now, I don't know whether that is her name or she's called the name of Francis out, but I had that image of that young girl wanting to go to the fair. She's going, come on, are we going to the fair? Are we going to the fair?
That's exactly what I saw.
She's like this.
Yeah.
So the fairs were called, twice a year the fairs were held there. The first one I think is Easter. Yeah, so John Radcliffe, we're going back to John Radcliffe, who owned the hall, had the hall built. Planned to hold fairs and markets in Sandbach, which was granted by Queen Elizabeth in April 1579. The market is every Thursday, and 2 fairs being held a year. Wow. So one of these 2 dates still takes place during the September wakes. There was 2 a year. So I think that was what she was talking about. She wanted to go to the fair.
Yeah.
It's either Easter or it was September. Yeah. And you also saw her going to the window and talking about the horse and the cart. And
felt like a young girl, and I had to go running up to that window because I could see a horse and carriage outside.
Oh, nice.
And I was like, horses!
That's the same person.
Yeah, I do.
And I think her name's Francis.
Francis?
Yeah.
Didn't you said Francis, didn't you?
Francis. Yeah. So part of it was a pub and the others was tenements. So here we are. It had been divided around 1840. One of the first families to live there when it was divided was a family called Lunt. Samuel Lunt and his family.
What does that say?
Francis.
Was there a Francis?
Yes.
Jackie?
That's her.
No.
Yeah. She's Francis, but she was known as Fanny as well by the family, because on all the other census she's called Fanny.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's Francis.
How did you...
Well, 1841, she was 6 years old, so the likelihood is she was either born there or she went there as a very young child. And that family, that Lunt family, lived there for over 30 years. So her mum had died, then her siblings got married, moved out, just left her and her dad. She marries a shoemaker. His name's Jesse, his name's Josiah, actually, Delves. She marries him in 1876, and her dad died the following year.
Right.
And then she had a baby, and then sadly, Fanny died when the baby was 11 months old. Now, do you remember when we were in there and you fell to your knees?
I did, I said, oh my gosh, I don't know which era this is coming from, but I just saw this. And she had a baby, she was pregnant, and she was on the floor, she was being sick.
Oh.
I don't know who that is, but he did die, passed away.
Maybe died in childbirth?
Yeah.
Oh gosh. We thought she might have died in childbirth. I don't think, she might have died in childbirth, she could have been pregnant.
Maybe she was in agony though.
Yeah.
Really uncomfortable.
There's another connection. Oh, this is what I like. I love how all these come together. So at the same time that she's there, that Frances is there, and her family have been there for over 30 years, we've got Robert Shaw and his wife moving in, and they ran the pub.
Oh, right.
So they were the publicans. Robert Shaw, he moves in probably between 1841 and 1851. Robert Shaw moves in. But he moves in because he married Jane. Right, so they get married in 1850 and they take over the pub in probably 1851. Right, Jane's occupation when they got married, straw bonnet maker.
You got that?
Yes.
Straw bonnet.
Straw bonnet. He's got a hat on, straw, like this, with a tie round it, sort of ribbons down. It wasn't Jane that was showing me, it was Frances. Frances was going to the fair. I think Jane's made her straw bonnet.
That's amazing.
That's who I think it is. It's awesome, isn't it?
Yeah.
I love it.
Thank you for telling me about that.
You're welcome.
And thank you to George.
Yeah, thank you, George.
Psychics on